Hello to everyone. My name is Catherine. Currently, I live in here in a Bawilan small city. Start to study this career for me has been initially because it's demanding and the commitment to study virtual was an important decision. However, I'm here ready to continue with this challenge until the end. Now, I want to talking about this English course. The course the course learning proposed improve linguistic, sociolinguistic, or metalinguistic skill in a foreign language through in real time oral production activities allowing students to communicate and they devise on complex topics. From the first learning outcomes for the course, which one culture adaptation. Okay, in my from my point of view, all learnings outcomes are super important and all topics are interesting to improve our language skills. The first topic say demonstrate oral skill about a oral skill to express fluently about the different cultural subject. In my case, to know and discover about new cultures, and I'm sure that I can achieve it. And in another hand, the topic 2, 3, and 4 have has activities such as and debates, real-time interpretation, description. They bring together the communicate skill that the language requires to put into practice. And in general, in the course are 6 tasks, all in a specific subject. The course have the synchronous interactions. For example, uh, activities uh, activities are exercise in which students communicate and with the teacher in real time, helping to practice the language in a natural way and just like in a real conversation. In the task 2, 3, and 4, the improved activities age students participate in different meetings where they improve pronunciation, demonstrate communication skill, and also have the experience using the different platforms, which I consider to be an strategy that UNAT or university uses and that as a future teacher we must learn. Um, the end, the course description, the final episode is found in the tax fine. And with the intention of evaluating communicative abilities. However, the idea is identify the sounds between the British English and American English, and in my case, it's a little challenge because I consider that the both are little different. My email is correct, is working correct. About now, I'm going talking about my personal proposal studying English, and my principal objective is to discover the didactics, the strategies that must be taken into account to learn to teach English because it's important. I want to be an excellent teacher with a new methodologies for my students in my future, but honestly, I want to be an university teacher. According to the text and instructed by this purpose to acquire skill for a job, to a travel abroad to work abroad since they are my purpose on my personal level. I remember that when I started to learn English, I thought that it was only speak English and no more, but was the first mistake because now I know that we'll learn to teach English. So the aspect implied acquires speaking skills, the oral skill skill in English involves several keys that contribute to the development and fluency in the communication. Some of the main ones are the oral skill, for example, pronunciation and phonetics identifies the sounds, and also correct use the grammar, although many people say that we don't learn by grammatical structures and it is false, because the truth is that test rulers are needed to achieve the structures in English. It's important also like developing conversational skill according to the text is important, the intonation and the vocabulary. How can you assess my progress? The first question is super important for me. Ask myself, I am achieving the goals, because determining a specific speaking goals on another hand assesses our progress also involves assess our strengths or weak, weakness in the language. For example, record review conference session meetings, reflections, and help apps to analyze the pronunciation, fluency, and vocabulary and usage context. For how can I organize lifelong the language learning? Okay, according to the text, I can to mention the strategies is set clear objectives, create and study plans. For example, in my case, the previous strategies is super cool, but I like to do, and for example, practice with foreign people, but now I can to practice it on digital platforms, also watching movies or series, listening to music. I like watching and listening news, because it's a good strategy because I can to learn a new vocabulary. Thank you so much.